Alright, so welcome to the second section of this survey. Today we'll be solving question 3, still on simple problem involving reflection of light on plane figure. So question 3 says, two plane mirrors M1 and M2 are inclined at an angle theta. Now a ray of light is incidented on one mirror, that's M1, at an angle of incident I. The ray is reflected from the mirror to the second mirror M2, from where it's reflected parallel to the first mirror. Now, what is the value of I, the angle of incidence, in terms of theta? So they gave us a diagram, and from this diagram, let me explain. They say that a ray of light is incidented on M1. This is M1, and we can call this incident X, right? So XA. And they said it reflected to the second mirror, which is M2. We can call this AB. And then they said also reflected parallel to M1. Of course, parallel to M1, that means it does not meet with M1, which is BC. So the movement of this light goes like this: XA, AB, and BC. But here's the point. Our major concern is this angle AOB, because this is what they asked us to look. I. We are looking for I. So we can call this AOB, this angle AOB. Now, solution. Of course, we see that XA, this is our XA, is equal to incident ray. Yes. And you can see that our AB is equal to initial, that's the first reflected ray. So you can also see that our BC is equal to the final reflected ray. Now, given that B is parallel to M1, therefore, and N2 is equal to normal to M2, that's normal 2 is equal to normal to M2. B and our beta is equal to theta. Yes. Then you can see that from this angle AOB, from angle OAB, you can recall using this formula that theta, of course, start with theta. My O is theta plus A. B, I can start with B, which is beta, plus my A, which is 90 minus I, that's 90 degrees minus I, is equal to 180 degrees. And of course, the sum of this angle is 180 degrees, meaning that here is 60, 60, 60, yes, 180. Now, we can note that from this place, you have that but our beta is equal to theta. Of course, it is an angle, so beta is equal to theta. So we can now substituting the value of beta. We have that our theta plus 90 degrees minus I equals 180 degrees. Yes. Since we are looking for I, we have to make I the subject of the formula. But before that, we'll solve normal mathematics here, that theta plus theta is equal to 2 theta plus 90 degrees minus I equals 180 degrees. Now, making I the subject of the formula, we have that therefore I is equal to 2 theta plus 90, can change over, degrees minus 180 degrees, and we can come back say our I majorly is equal to, of course, 90 minus 180 is equal to minus 90. That's 2 theta minus 90 degrees. So this whole thing, this is just the answer we've been looking for. And that's why I said that physics has a way of giving student tension, but you just need to read and understand the question before you start solving. Imagine these multiple questions filled with words, and then you're solving just this as the answer. Just